Hey, I'm Bryan with Swell Guy Customs. Today, we're going to be customizing the Air Jordan 3. Earlier this summer, they came out with this blank triple white version, and it's sort of a customizer's dream. So I'm going to take it and turn it into Marvel's most popular supervillain, Venom. So in order to get a complete Venom look, I'm going to make my own custom back tab. In order to do that, I've got to shave down this entire Jordan logo using a Rotary Tool. Warning, the following imagery is going to be gruesome and violent in nature, not suitable for children and/or sneakerheads. Viewer discretion is advised. So before starting on shaving down the heel tab, I'm going to sort of tape off the surrounding area just so I have defined lines. This just sort of protects it a little bit. If I go a little too far, it's going to hit the tape before it hits the thread or the leather, and that way I don't have to worry about damaging the shoe. So we now dremeled down the Jumpman logo. There's still some cuts and abrasions in there, so we're going to go through it with some sandpaper. I'm going to start with a really low grit, somewhere around 150, work my way up to 400, 1000, and then I'm going to wet sand it with a 2000 grit sandpaper, get it down nice and smooth. So we got the shoe all taped off and blocked off. I'm going to hit it with a nice layer of flat black using the airbrush. When putting it in the airbrush, it's important to thin it out using Angelus brand Too Thin. You can use about 1 part Too Thin to 4 parts paint. You could use a little more if you feel like it's not thinning out enough and not spraying out of the airbrush properly. I'm going to be using a Grex Genesis combo airbrush to spray this on. It's got a 0.3 millimeter nozzle, so it's a good range on covering the shoe. I generally prefer the flat black compared to the normal black. When they dry, the normal black has sort of a semi-gloss coating to it, a little bit of a shine. The flat black mutes that out and creates sort of a matte finish. So when I'm doing a general overcoat, I kind of like the way that looks on a shoe. Now we got it fully covered in the flat black. I'm going to remove some of the tape and cover any areas that I might have missed with the airbrush. In the comic books, Venom is generally drawn with a blue highlight or blue coating, and some artists have taken that to mean that his toxic sludge has got sort of a blue shimmer to it. So in order to make that effect work, I'm going to take some Angelus pearlescent Pacific blue and darken it with a little bit of black. The pearlescent paint has a shimmer to it, created by pearlescent flakes being mixed into the paint. This creates sort of a shine. It's seen commonly in auto body and car paints, but Angelus brand has created their own version that you can use on your shoes. Growing up, watched a lot of Spider-Man animated series, X-Men animated series, which led me to reading comic books and watching the movies. And I've just been a lifelong fan. It makes it a lot of fun doing this custom because I get to incorporate the look of Venom into one of my favorite shoe silhouettes. Nike calls this pattern elephant print because it resembles the rough and wrinkly hide of an elephant. But I think in the context of this custom, it sort of looks a little bit more like when Venom is taking over a human body with his sludgy, slimy tendrils and tentacles. Their body's sort of engulfed in it, and I think it's kind of doing the same effect to the heel and toe of this shoe. We got our pearlescent highlight, some elephant print detailing down. Next step, I'm going to add some black with some Too Soft and paint the inside liner. I'm going to mix the paint with the Too Soft, a 1-to-1 ratio. The Too Soft will make the paint appropriate for fabric, keeping the softness and the flexibility of the inside liner still intact. It's going to soak in almost immediately when you put it on, so you just have to keep going over it in multiple coats to get good coverage and the true color that you're looking for. So we got a layer of the Too Soft on the inside. I'm going to heat set it for about 4 to 5 minutes at around 450 degrees. After that, I'll put on one more layer and then heat set that again. So as you saw earlier, we sanded down the Jumpman logo on the back heel tab. Now we're gonna apply some paint to it. First, I'm gonna go over it with a white primer coat mixed with Too Hard to fill in any last minor scratches that might still exist on the back heel tab. I'm gonna apply a Venom logo stencil and then hit it over with some flat black to complete the look. The Too Hard is going to help it adhere to the plastic material of the heel tab, and the Too Thin will help it pass through the airbrush properly. The Too Hard, you can usually use about a 50-50 ratio. I'm gonna go up a little bit up higher to about 75 because I want it to be thick and really fill in some of the minor scratches and abrasions we have on the heel tab. So we got our coat of primer down. Now I'm gonna add this Venom symbol stencil to it and cover it in black. I have a die cut machine at home, so I made this stencil on my computer and printed it out there. I just bought some vinyl from a craft store and put it through the printer. You can buy some vinyl at a store and just hand cut it yourself. Now that we got our decal exposed, I'm gonna put some transfer tape over it, and this will help me apply the stencil to the heel tab. You wanna make sure you get it on nice and flat and even. Try to keep as few air bubbles between the stencil and the transfer tape as possible. I'm going to remove the sticker backing to leave just the stencil and the transfer tape. Try to keep it as centered as possible, kind of map out where I'm going to put it first, because once you apply it, it's really hard to take back off. So you want to try and get it on clean the first time. So we got our stencil down. I'm going to apply some flat black with some Too Hard. Put a couple coats of that. Once we remove the stencil, we'll be able to see that Venom symbol. When I'm customizing shoes, I like to incorporate the design that I'm going for into the design of the shoe. To me, it's not just an open canvas that I can paint Venom onto, but more make the shoe look as if it had been possessed by Venom. What would the Air Jordan 3 look like if Venom covered it? So I get to incorporate all those little bits and pieces of him into the little bits and pieces of the shoe. So we got the Venom symbol on the back heel tab. Only thing left to do is to lace them up with some leather lace lab laces. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you want to see next. And you can follow me, Swell Guy Customs, on Instagram, and I live stream on Twitch at Swell Guy Bri. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time.